It actually debuted more than 10 years ago. A company called Bulletproof introducing its version of the Bulletproof backpack after the 2007 Virginia Tech shooting. Since Parkland, it's as sought after as it is startling. The company Guard Dog reporting 6 months worth of Bulletproof backpack sales in just 3 days. Parents wrestling with whether this should be a new normal.
I would want my daughter to have one, for sure.
You can't put a price on your kiddo, so I definitely would invest in one.
I think it's scary that we are come to that age that we need to think about that in school.
Most models cost around $200, and with most items on back order, the I-Team able to acquire a Guard Dog backpack directly from the company's president, thus enabling us to test its effectiveness and see firsthand how well it works versus a conventional backpack not designed to stop anything. The I-Team arranging a special visit to the Triangle Shooting Academy and bringing along Lieutenant Mike Matthews from the private security firm Capitol Special Police. At first glance, Matthews impressed by the Bulletproof backpack's lightweight feel.
If I didn't think anything of it, I wouldn't think it would stop any bullets.
We packed each bag like we would for a student. Books, folders, even a lunchbox. Then we hung them one at a time, while Matthews prepared to fire at close range.
It's a standard 9mm, full-size M&P Smith & Wesson.
2 rounds each from 2 different size handguns. Look how the bullets went right through the one backpack, but then a clean cardboard behind the Guard Dog.
They make civilian versions of this model shotgun, and civilians can buy the police model shotguns as well.
Next up, a 12 gauge. Watch those papers explode like fireworks, and look at the giant hole in the back of the non-bulletproof backpack. The Guard Dog? The force knocked the bag cold, but the Guard Dog survived.
There's your 1-ounce slug right there.
So these are the weapons we've used so far. We have the standard 9mm handgun, a .45, and a shotgun. But you see here, look at the difference. This is the 9mm cartridge, the projectile that was caught by the Kevlar in the Guard Dog bag. Here's the .45, same thing. And now take a look here at this 1-ounce slug, totally stopped and flattened by that Kevlar. What we have not seen or tested yet is the AR-15. This perhaps one of the more prominent weapons used in some of these shootings. Parkland, Las Vegas, Sandy Hook. So you have your standard capacity magazine, goes along with it, holds 30 rounds. Here are 2 of those rounds, and you can see much longer, narrower cartridges, and look at this very small but very powerful projectile. We're not about to fire 30 of these, but we will test a few.
All right, range is hot.
3 bullets, 3 holes, in the front and the back. This time the Guard Dog no match for this kind of power. You called it, you knew it.
I knew it. Not everybody carries armor to stop rifle fire. It takes a lot to stop a round traveling that fast.
The armor necessary to stop a rifle, a metal plate up to an inch thicker and up to 10 pounds heavier.
SWAT officers tend to have a trauma plate that's probably about 6 to 8 inches by 6 to 8 inches. I don't think that a child would need that large of a trauma plate, but then it's a question of where are they going to hold that backpack if there is a shooting and they're trying to protect themselves.
Steve Gomez, security consultant for ABC News and former FBI SWAT team, explaining the extra armor is also a question of cost that could price out many consumers. Still, he says there's no downside to a bulletproof backpack, even if it doesn't guarantee physical safety. Just carrying the backpack could offer children some emotional support.
Right now, students are afraid, and you want them to feel confident that they at least have something that's going to allow them to protect themselves until police show up, their parents come and pick them up, and that they have that ability, that control over their own survival.
So take a look at that Guard Dog bag now. Here you see that's where the shotgun shell went through. Here are the 2 handgun cartridges. And look here at the AR, because those are like finely tuned thick needles that were just so perfect that went right through. Now take a look as we see what was inside. That binder full of papers that went through. And this is the Kevlar that actually caught all of it. Guard Dog, which itself admits this is not designed to stop any rifle shots whatsoever. They're actually pledging to donate the proceeds from this, any sales, to the families and the students and those who perished in Parkland, Florida. Joel, Amber?
Jonah Kaplan providing us with a chilling but informative testing. Let me ask you one question before you go, Jonah. What about local law enforcement? Did they have any kind of comment about these backpacks?
Well, it's important you ask that because we also cast a wide net trying to get the perspective of a lot of people, whether it was Raleigh Police or the Wake County Sheriff, but all of them agree they don't endorse or discourage people from buying any product or not buying any product. It's the same thing if you ask them, do I have this alarm system or do I buy this security camera? So they were not about to comment on anything like this.